Hello and welcome once again. Always a pleasure to be with you on this channel where we come and engage one another in conversation to inspire one another, to bless each other, and to learn from one another as well. My name is Monica Buyu. My channel name is Monica Beyond Cancer. Welcome and let's walk this journey together. A journey of step by step. Maybe one of these days I should give you how much time we are covering per kilometer per hour, because we are walking just slowly, one step at a time, taking you through my inspirational journey of prayer, faith, and healing. So in my last episode, I was being transferred from hospital back to my residential area, to my home. That was after a 31-day in hospital stay. My bedroom had been set up under the supervision of the caregiver whom we had hired, and it was a mini little hospital setup, let's say a ward, with everything in place. My family members were at home waiting for me to welcome me, and friends to welcome me back home and to encourage me. Although I was not allowed very close contact, but at least from a distance, we exchanged some niceties and these pleasantries too. And I felt very comfortable, and I knew even back at home I was even going to have much better support. Remember, at the hospital we only allowed limited people to come and visit me, just to avoid chances of infection. But also at home, the same rules were going to apply, that anybody was coming. Initially, actually, for almost 2 weeks, we did not allow any visitors. But after that, there were visitors, just a couple of visitors with the limited access. And most of the visitors really were people from the religious divide, just coming to encourage me and pray with me and my family. And I'm talking about family a lot, and I think I've emphasized again before the importance of family and friends, good friends in every person's life. For me, in my recovery journey, and I emphasize and still emphasize, family members played a major role in my journey of recovery, and friends as well. For example, while I was in hospital, I had two friends who were available, and because my close family members were engaged in duties of employment and businesses, so it wasn't easy for them to make time to visit me daily in hospital and help with the feeding. So I had a friend like Mariam Saidi and also Jane Kangede and the caregiver. So between the three of them, they would alternate on duties of, on a rotational basis, who was going to come in and during lunch hour and visit me and keep me company and also help with spoon feeding me. Remember, the reason why I needed to be spoon fed was because my left shoulder was injured and had not healed. So I could not use it, I could not lift it. I could not even hold a spoon or anything with my left hand. And while on the right hand, I had IV lines. I had two different IV lines on that one arm. So we did not want to interfere with those IV lines the way they had been fixed by me trying to feed myself. So my faithful team of friends and caregivers were there to support me and the caregiver. So you can see how much it is important to keep good family ties and keep good friends, faithful friends, true friends along your journey in life. You never know when you need each other. So at home, after all the hassle of being put in the vehicle from the hospital, because it was not easy, being transferred from the hospital bed into the vehicle that was transferring me back home, and also once back at home, the effort of removing me from that vehicle and transferring me from that vehicle and onto the bed. I was so exhausted, and of course the pain accompanying it, but through all that I managed to sleep. I fell asleep for a while, just when I settled in into my bedroom. Yeah. And my caregiver's duties in or daily duties now would involve taking my body temperature, monitoring my blood pressure, checking on my glucose levels. So, like for checking on glucose levels, she would do that only once a day, while body temperature and blood pressure, she would do it twice a day, and note everything in her record book yeah, in terms of my temperature and also how my general welfare was, whether I was eating well or not, did I vomit or not. So all that should record it in her book. What I liked so much about my caregiver was that during the day she would come check on me every 1 hour, and or yeah, meaning that is I have not called her at all. If I didn't call her, then she would just check on me every 1 hour. But at night, anytime I would even just groan, probably because in pain, or I'm groaning because I'm struggling just to turn a bit because I'm tired of the sleeping position that I was, which most of the time was on my back. She would respond so fast. Within seconds, she would move from her bedroom that is opposite my bedroom and come and ask me, uh, do you need assistance? Uh, how are you getting on? Are you in pain? If I'm in pain, if it was appropriate to give me a pain reliever, she would go ahead and give me a pain reliever. Or probably at times you'd find I'm just struggling to get into a comfortable position. So she would come and prop me up with cushions and pillows just to make sure that I am comfortable. Or at times probably I'm thirsty and I wanted a drink, to reach out to my drinking water. She would be there on hand to do that. And also at times also she would check probably if I had soiled my diapers. Remember, because of my injuries, I was confined totally to bed. I would not get out of that bed. So everything was there. When I left the hospital, like before, I always had a catheter in place. They ensured to insert a fresh catheter. And we came home, and of course, we were already prepared with dozens of diapers. The type of diapers that I was using are not these pull-up type of diapers. My type of diaper was these ones that have a clasp or a tab almost an adhesive tab. So you just stick it on, and it's easier to put it in position on me while I'm lying down, and also to remove it in case there's a change, need to change that diaper. So that type is very ideal and very good for a recovering person who is confined to bed. So those were the ones that I would need for a long time. And also during the day, we would exchange it with the square pads that I talked about earlier. The square pads play a big role because they help to ease um, getting bed rashes or bed sores, because it's not clasped together, it's not wrapped around your body skin. It's just like a small bed sheet that you're lying on, but it's made to absorb liquids. So it's quite ideal and comfortable for a bed confined recovering person. Also, yeah, it's even easier when it's been soiled to get it out. You don't have to start removing those adhesive tabs or something. This one, you just pull it off the recovering person's body. My caregiver would also, because of my condition, every morning I would have a warm bedside bath and grooming process. Even she would oil my body, just like the things I would do for myself if I was well. Brush my hair, help me brush my teeth, and all that. Oiled my face, and all the services she offered me were just excellent services that she offered with a lot of love and care. So that's what I have for you this time round. Be sure to click on that notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you'll get notification to receive it and you can watch it. Also, recommend my channel to others. Click on that like button and give me your comments. Let me know what you think about this video, or if you have anything that is of interest in this journey of recovery and prayer and faith. Just make your comment. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you again in my next episode, and bye for now.